Hello, I'm going to do another reading from my journal entry video because I personally like those videos the best out of all the videos I do. And so the last video I sung a song. The song's called Red or Blue. That is my own song. I wrote that song. I know it wasn't like excellent or anything, but and the piano wasn't like super great, but I was really just focusing on the lyrics and the singing anyway. I'll probably do more videos like that, like originals and also covers. But I'll also do journal entries because I have so many, so I might as well put them to some good use. So yeah, I guess I'll just get right to it. I wrote this on November 30th, 2015. I was 15 years old, because it seems like I wrote a lot of journal entries when I was 15, if that tells you what was going on in my life at the time. Alright, here we go. As I've said before, I've been feeling lonely lately. I talk to people sometimes, but honestly, I think I'm officially a loner. I don't want to feel lonely anymore, but I also have no motivation to do something about it. It's strange. It's almost like I want to be lonely. Which I know deep down I don't, but I think that I'd rather be lonely, alone, doing things that only involve myself. Reading, writing, singing, listening to music, watching television and movies, thinking, then go out and meet people. Because I feel like socializing with people, going out in society, doing fun things, for me is personally nothing but a way for me to distract myself. A way for me to pretend I'm okay with myself. A way for me to pretend I can live in my own skin peacefully. A way for me to pretend that I know myself. Or to pretend that I know who I am. To pretend that I understand myself. I'm not motivated to make friends because friends are supposed to share things with each other. Share who they are. But I don't know who I am, let alone understand myself and tell it to others. I've spent my entire life dwelling on the past that I never found out who I was. I know other people better than I know myself. I know everyone else's wishes. I know everyone else's goals. I know everyone else's hobbies. I know everyone else's personality. I understand everyone else's life. But I don't even know mine, let alone understand. So that was a quick one. The first thing that I noticed when I looked back at this journal entry was I made an unconscious connection between loneliness and not knowing myself and not understanding myself. And I don't think I realized it, but I think there's a reason that I started talking about how I didn't know myself while I was just talking about how I was feeling lonely. I think that I unconsciously made that connection. Because I think that a good antidote to loneliness is self-exploration. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of reasons why I was feeling lonely in that time of my life, but knowing myself would have really decreased that loneliness. And I did. It did do it. I think when I look back at these journal entries, like, this was me trying to learn myself, trying to understand myself. And also, one thing I also noticed is I have a lot of like battles written down on paper, like mental internal battles. In this journal entry, I see like self-pity battles. Because self-pity is a dangerous thing. It can lead to dangerous places. And I think a lot of people think like they're just gonna one day not have self-pity, like that's their hope. I think that's the wrong way of looking at it. I don't think it's about not having, I think it's about fighting the temptation to pity yourself, or it's like fighting the temptation to do things. It's not about not having the temptation. It's becoming stronger than the temptation to do things that are not good. And I think that like I see this when I talk about I have no motivation, I want to be lonely. Like that's someone who's pitying themselves. And this is I think one of the things that journals did for me was help me write things down and fight writing them down helped me fight them. And I think that's one good that's there's so many good things about having a journal. I would encourage everyone to have a journal. There's like literally nothing bad about journaling. Only good things can come from it. And I think that journaling is a good opportunity for you to be honest with yourself. And this world could use a lot more honesty. And another good thing about journals is when you keep them for a long time, you can look back on them and see your growth. Or see where you haven't grown much, or see where you've actually gotten worse, or see you're still the same. Like, it's a good measurement of growth, and it's also good to see how you unconsciously knew things that now you consciously know. Or to see, like, it's really interesting to look back and see what, like, you know why you did something then. Like, you know why you did it now, but at the time you had no idea why you did that thing. And it just is like, for me personally, I experience a lot of like mini epiphanies when I look back at my journal entries sometimes. And the biggest thing I noticed with this journal entry was there's a reason I made the connection between loneliness and not knowing myself. I think what journaling helped me do was know myself. And I think that that's something we all could use is understanding ourselves more. Because when you understand yourself, the more you understand yourself, the more you become conscious of lies that the world has told you or that you've told yourself. The more you become conscious of your biases. And the more you get to, it's like all the lies in your life are like a lens that you're looking through. And the more you understand yourself, the more you understand what lies that make up that lens, and the more you can, but you can't do it until you become conscious of it. So once you become conscious of things, then you can decide to take that lens away. And I don't know, journaling, there's just so many benefits to it. And I really like this journal entry just as a sort of in retrospect thing. I see the unconscious connections I was making in it. I see the battles with myself, and I see that I found out in this journal entry that I didn't know myself well enough, and that's why I feel lonely. I didn't know it consciously, but unconsciously I was making that connection. So I guess what we can learn from this journal entry is, well, what I learned from it is that, yeah, I guess what I said before, that a good antidote to loneliness is self-exploration. A good way to explore yourself, to learn about yourself, is to think and ask yourself questions, and especially write them down. So I would encourage everyone to keep a journal. That's my message for today. Keep a journal. Seriously, there's literally nothing bad about it.